What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I am what was that? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you all about my trip to Yangshuo and how you can replicate it if you want to. If you're just interested in looking at my trip and what I did, then keep watching. I was staying in Guilin and I didn't want to stay overnight. I know a lot of people typically go to Yangshuo and they stay there overnight, but I wasn't trying to do all that. So I needed to get there and get back in a timely manner. I actually got a little bit of a late start. I think I ended up leaving my hostel at like 11 or something like that. It was like around 11, almost 12-ish. And I got to the bus station. Tip: on the way to the bus station, there will be many people that approach you and ask you if you're going to Yangshuo, if you're going to blah blah, whatever place that you're going to, and they'll try to sell you tickets. I mean, I don't know if these people are legit. Clearly not. It's like some kind of like second party thing. Just go straight to the office. The office is right there, and these people, it's not as if they're like giving you a discount or anything like that. They're charging you more than it's supposed to be. I definitely had a bunch of people approach me. I buy the bus ticket from the actual bus station and I wait and I go over to Yangshuo. So when I get to Yangshuo, then of course there are a bunch of taxi people. If you're familiar with travel in China, you know that taxi people hang out at the bus station so that they can try to get, you know, fares and everything like that, and like get passengers. It's an easy way to get passengers. So I end up meeting this guy. His name is Mr. Lee. Now Mr. Lee is quite the character. He was telling me basically he can take me to wherever I want to go, blah blah blah, doesn't matter. I told him where I was interested in going. I wanted to go to Fuli Bridge and I wanted to go to Xianggong Mountain, I believe, Xianggoshan, yeah. So I wanted to go to those two places. I was just like, that's it. I don't really need to see anything else. That's what I wanted to see in Yangshuo, right? So he said, oh, okay, no problem, 300, blah blah blah. So I was like, 300, kind of on a budget, like. So I was able to bargain him down to 2. So he took me for 2, and this guy was like adamant, like he really wanted me to like go with him. So I was like, okay, whatever, fine. So I end up going with him. We hop on his bike and he just like starts driving. That's another thing. He took me to his bike. I thought that it was gonna be a car. I thought it was gonna be like a car, but it was like a motorbike. So he's like driving and then suddenly he stops, but I noticed we're not like at any of the destinations. I'm just like, what is this? And he's just like, oh, it's time for lunch, like are you gonna wait on the bike? I was like, well, damn, Mr. Lee, okay, sure, I will go with you. He ended up buying me some noodles, which was really, really tasty. And then from there, he takes me, and we're driving for forever. And on the way up to Xianggong Mountain, we actually stop and we see this beautiful scenery. So we finally came to this spot right here. It is so pretty. Literally, this whole thing just looks so fake. Like, it doesn't even look real. Basically, I don't know what fake means, but so nice. Finally arrive at Xianggong Mountain, and he waits for me at the mountain, and I go up, and then I come back down, meet him again. Already, there's a bit of a hike. I think y'all know already how I feel about hikes. At least you can take these like 2 steps at a time though. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
20 minutes later.
It's so pretty. Look at that visibility. Like you can see all the way back there. Crazy. Look at it.
like, you know, I guess trying to show off their English and stuff. And I asked them, just like a group of them, so I asked like, oh, are you guys all friends? And one of the guys came out from like nowhere, like right up with OD confidence, which is not really that common here, I feel like, but came up with mad confidence, like, no, we're colleges, we all work together at the same organization. So I'm like, oops, sorry, there's people coming up. So I'm just like nodding and smiling. I didn't even have the heart to tell him like, baby boy, I think you mean colleagues, but okay. It was just low-key funny, and it was one of those things like no one else in the situation knew what, you know, like what was so funny about it, so I couldn't start like laughing. Otherwise I look mad weird. But yeah, anyways, I am heading down the steps now and back to Mr. Lee.
Also see like this other really nice place, and then he takes me over to Fuli Bridge.
Hello. Ni hao. So nice. So cute. Getting married.
Every cat loves the fish.
And from Fuli, then you can see on one side of the bridge, you can see like flowers. It's like a nice little like flower place. And then on the other side, you just see like the more mountains. You see like the water. It's kind of like a dam kind of thing that they built over there. And there's also some shops. So I go up over to the bridge, and I eventually end up going to check out the flower spot because it just looked really, really beautiful. I saw some nice yellow flowers from like the distance, and you know, I'm just drawn to yellow, so of course I went over there to try to see what that was about.
There's this. Hello. The flowers are pretty.
This is like a lake.
This is a big grape? Oh, wow. Then come here, take the picture. I sincerely do hope that I don't end up with anything. But these flowers are so pretty, and they're like so far than so many.
I actually had to pay 10 yuan to go into the flower place, but I noticed that they didn't charge Mr. Lee, because Mr. Lee came with me, but they just charged me. They did not charge him, so I guess it's like a foreigner tax or something, whatever. It was only 10, so I was like, okay, sure, take my money. But yeah. And then from there, from Fuli, then I actually was like, okay, well, I'm trying to go home now, Mr. Lee, so can you take me back to the bus station? And he did. He took me back. So, I mean, overall, I would recommend Mr. Lee. I have his phone number, or if you want to just go to the bus station, and he's usually hanging out there. He told me, he said that he likes to pick up foreigners. It sounds so weird when I say it. He said that he likes to pick up foreigners because he likes to talk with people. His English is really, really good. I had no problem communicating with him. At first, I was like super like kind of cold because I was like, I don't know if I could trust you kind of thing. But you know, as time went on, we basically spent like the whole day together. I was like, okay, like, you're not that bad. You're just, the only thing that I can say about Mr. Lee is that I did not appreciate like the sexual banter. And it was weird because he told me that he had like a wife and kids and all that. And I told him that you know, I was like, oh, he was saying something, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I have somebody. And he was still talking about like small bananas or like, it was a lot. So, I mean, if you're not into that kind of thing, then maybe Mr. Lee isn't for you. I didn't know that I was going to get that when I didn't know I was going to get that when I met him, but, you know, apparently he is very open. He was talking to me about, you know, all types of tips and things and toys, and just all of it was just out there on the table. And I was just like, okay, thank you, sir. And he was one of those people who were like, oh, well, it's natural. I mean, it is natural, but it's also like, I don't know you, so I feel uncomfortable talking to you about these kind of things. But like I said, if you are interested, then I will leave his information in the description box. Or if you want to just see Yangshuo by yourself, because that's originally what I was planning on doing. I was just going to go see it by myself. But life had other plans. It was Mr. Lee. I had to go to Mr. Lee.
Hey guys, I'm pretty sure this is a 1 UN store or a 2 UN store or whatever. Either way, it's cheap, so it's lit, and I'm going. You got your underwear. You got your hat with the Brooklyn Nets. And yeah, pantyhose, some purses, some pads. Ooh, look at Hillary up in here. Some top and Supreme. Guys. In the different colors. I found this really cool Indian restaurant. Looking kind of sad. I just finished from the Indian place, right? It was bomb.com, but I walk away from the door. But pretty much, I'm hella full. I had to force myself to eat the food. I'm like hella full. But you know, of course, I still want some dessert. So I went to the cheesecake place. That I was like, well, I'm about to get some cheesecake. It's about to be lit. The cheesecake was like mad expensive and like mad small. I was like, no, I'm not about to buy this. And it didn't even really look like cheesecake. So now I have to figure out a new dessert, even though I'm mad full, but still, I still want it. So yeah.
If you like this video, definitely give me a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in my next one.